All right. Good evening and welcome. As you know, it is Friday evening. It is 7 p.m. and that can only mean one thing. It is time for our weekly live stream. We've got some folks already joining us here. What's up, Mark? What's up, Wolf? What's up, Matt? How are you gentlemen doing? I've Hope you guys have had a good week. It's been a pretty average week for me. Nothing too crazy happening. But how have you guys been this week? Hope everything is going well for you. So joining us on the shelf this week, we have USS Kidd DD661 on the right. We have the USS New Orleans to the left. Uh, Down below, we've got the Titanic. Titanic has not been with us in a few weeks, so it was time. And actually, let me start the footage right now. And at the bottom, last but certainly not least, USS Arizona. And I thought it would be fitting that we start this week by looking at DD61. DD661, USS Kidd. That is the focus of this week's full-length video. Oh, Mark says all good. Glad to hear it. Wolf, I'm good. Pretty excited since I bought my Bionic figures. Yeah, I was just taking a look at those, Wolf, and I'm afraid I do not know what they are, but they look great. So you might have to fill me in on what those are about. Nathan, how have you been? It's been a minute since you've been here. How has your week been, my friend? How's everything going? How's life been treating you? Matt wants to know what's the big secret. Well, there's excuse me. There's not so much a secret, Matt. It's more or less some pretty cool things that I want to show you guys later on in the stream. So I am real excited to show these things to you guys. I hope you stick around for it. Max is here. Hello, everyone. Max, welcome, welcome. How has your week been, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Saw some of you guys in Alex's stream earlier. That was I didn't get to stay for the whole thing, but I keep a tablet at work, and I just put it on and I just let it go, and I would check in, and watch for a few minutes when I could. It was pretty cool to see him talking about Titanic. I never heard him talk about Titanic before. The only videos of his that I ever watched were his ones on the Queen Mary. Nathan says, just been chilling on the new job search, just looking at part-time work while I work towards getting my IT certificates. Well, sweet. Glad to hear that. Wolf, they are buildable figures made by Lego. The ones I got are from 2009, so they are pretty old now. Yeah. Well, hey, you be happy that you found them. That's like me when I found that Olympic model. I mean, it came out in 2012. I don't think it was around for very long. So to find one of those, as you know, has been pretty rare. So I was lucky in that regard. Mark says my chat keeps freezing on live streams. Weird. Yeah, that is weird. I hope you're able to get that figured out, Mark. So Nathan, while you were in here, and oh, Mark says yes. Alex has done Titanic Honor and Glory a few times or a couple of times, so that's good. I have done it. Honor and Glory as well a few times. Of course, in April, you can expect to see Honor and Glory again with the anniversary of the sinking coming up. Nathan, I'm hoping towards the fall I'll at least have one or maybe two certs so I can start looking at entry-level jobs. Well, I hope that happens for you, Nathan. And Nathan, while you were in here, I have something to tell you about, and I have not yet discussed this with Matt either. So, Nathan, I happened to message the USS Alabama's Facebook page. I sent them a private message. I asked them if there are going to be any car shows at the ship this year, and what they said to me was the Dixie Division Military Vehicle Show will be April 19th and 20th, and the Mopar Car Show will be held at the park on April 27th. So I mention this stuff because I have full intentions of going to visit the Alabama this year before it gets too hot. And I think it'd be a good idea to go when the car show is. I'm sure Matt will more than likely want to tag along with me for that. If you are interested in doing a meetup with that, meet up with Matt and myself, you are certainly more than welcome to. I would probably go to the Mopar one on the 27th. Matt says, I already know about those. Yes, Matt, I figured you already knew about them, but we had not discussed actually going. But I told you that I am definitely going to the Alabama before summertime. So we're right there on the verge of, where it's starting to get hot, but it's not too hot yet. So I think that'd be a great time to go. So Nathan, again, if you're interested in doing a meetup with Matt and I, you're going to check out some really cool cars, see the amazing Mighty A BB-60 USS Alabama, one of my absolute favorite warships. It's a win-win. Mark says car shows are fun. That's where I get quite a few of my my video shorts, Mark. At least for the last few weeks, I've gotten several from car shows, and those shorts tend to do well, very well, more so than others. So I try to get as many. I try to go to as many car shows as I can. Wolf, I would love to visit the Mighty A someday. It is amazing, Wolf. It's absolutely amazing. I know, in fact, any of you guys, if you're ever in that area, I would highly, highly recommend visiting the Mighty A. You will not be disappointed because you get to see the USS Drum while you're there. And they have this really awesome, basically like an airplane type hangar where they've got all different types of different vehicles other than ships. For example, they have the helicopter there that was used by President Reagan when he was in office. Just to give you an example of some of the things they have. Matt says, I'm game. Well, I knew you would be. Nathan, wish I could. Alabama is just a bit too far due to my financial situation right now. I appreciate the offer. No worries, Nathan. If anything, if anything changes between now and then, let me know. But as of right now, I'm planning to go. Blue Ribbon, Steve, what's up, my friend? Hey, I had to get dinner in the oven first, but I made it. Well, I'm certainly glad you made it. How has your week been? I know you were out in Southern California earlier this week, and I know you just made it home. Hope you had a good trip. And what were you doing? Were you doing something affiliated with the Queen Mary when you were out there? Nathan, I gotta send you some pics from Sick Week, man. I had some awesome cars roll through. Yeah, put that on the Discord, Nathan. I would definitely be interested in seeing what you got. So, guys, I have a question for you for some of you guys in here. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days. So I'm gonna start this off by asking you guys a trivia question, and that question is this. So, as you know, Olympic was the largest ship in the world until Titanic. After Titanic sank, Olympic reclaimed the title of world's largest ship. She lost that title in 1913. What is the name of the ship that Olympic lost the title of world's largest ship to in 1913? Uh, Matt says, sick week. That would be so fun to go to the tracks. Nathan, not my picks, but credit to one of the guys I knew to take some as they left as soon as I pulled in the gas station. Oh, well, no worries. I'd still like to see them. Just waiting a second for some answers here. Wolf. Wolf got it. He butchered the name, but he knows what ship it is. It is SS Imperator. Um, Aquitania was larger than all the Olympic class, Mark, but the answer I was looking for was the Imperator. Let's see. Blue says, yeah, the trip was full of stuff going on. Had meetings with the GM and Historic Resources Advisor for the Queen Mary. Then Steamship Historical Society of America had their quarterly, so the SoCal, ugh, I'm butchering this, the Southern California chapter had their quarterly meeting. That's interesting. I didn't know there was such uh, a group like that. Is that something that anyone can join, Steve? Nathan says they're posted in the general now. Okay, cool. So I asked that question about the Imperator because I'm curious. I've been thinking about the Imperators a lot this week. Do you guys have a favorite amongst the Imperator class? And if you do, did you prefer the ship as it originally was, or did you prefer the ships how they were after World War One? Had to screenshot them because of how Instagram is. Yeah, I really don't mess with Instagram a whole lot anymore, to be honest with you guys. I mostly really I don't mess with a whole lot of social media at all anymore. I just mostly mess with the YouTube channel, and if you want to chat with me like socially, Discord is the place to be. Steve says in QMI, Restore the Queen held their annual meeting aboard, and now I am now on the board of directors. Congratulations, Steve. That's pretty incredible. Bean is here? What? Bean is here? Man, now I really feel special. Bean is paying me a visit. What's up, Bean? How has your week been? Wasn't expecting to see you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pick your brain about that stuff, Steve. I didn't realize you were that affiliated with the ship. Mark says, I like what the Imperator became as a canard. Yes, she became and I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly, but it's Berengaria. Bean says, no thanks to no notice in the Discord. Well, that's the only time I ever use the at everyone is to remind folks about the live stream because I'm in a lot of different Discords. Well, I say a lot, but more like 5 or 6 of them, and it annoys me when the admin or whoever has access to the at everyone just constantly uses the damn thing. It aggravates me to no end. Um, so I try not to use it in my Discord a whole lot because I know how much it annoys me. Blue says Berengaria, technically the first Cunard queen. Nathan, make sure to get some pics from that Mopar show when you do go, especially if there's any classics. Oh, of course. Well, I'm going to be getting video shorts of that stuff. Um, so as far as the Imperators, I would say, the American in me wants to go with Leviathan because that's the one that we got. But I kind of prefer Majestic. She's probably my favorite of the three, but that's me. It also didn't help financially with Leviathan that she was ours at the time of Prohibition, and people were intentionally avoiding that ship because you couldn't drink alcohol on it. So they were booking passage on other ships. So, unfortunately, we didn't do ourselves any favors with helping the Leviathan turn a profit. Mark, she was top heavy and always on a list to starboard. That was Imperator, correct? I remember in the beginning, she had a heavy list to one side or the other. I'm assuming it's starboard. Bean says, it's all right. Even when you at everybody, I'll have to find myself offline on Friday evenings, but I'm here tonight. Cool, man. Well, glad you're with us. Um, I know these type of conversations aren't exactly your bag, but hey, man, I'm glad you're here with us hanging out. Mark, I love the Majestic. Yeah, I would probably say Majestic would be mine as well. Blue, Steve, that was so stupid. Referring to, yeah, Prohibition with the Leviathan. I wonder, because I know that no other ships like Olympic, none of the Canard ships, none of them had to abide by those rules because they were not American ships. So yeah, people were booking passage on these other ships. Uh, Blue says, and by the end of their American careers, their hulls were extremely stressed and cracked. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, you figure those ships lasted a pretty long time. I mean, ships, yeah. Hell yes. um, Bean, I'm going to dig up some information on a ship called the Lazarus, and we'll discuss that one day. Never forget the Lazarus. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Imperators. And like I said, I was just thinking about them a lot this week, and I just wanted to get some of you guys' thoughts on the Imperators as well. While I'm also thinking about it, Bean saw the cars, right? Um, while I'm thinking about it, I've actually, guys, been thinking about ways since we're starting to get more people watching the live stream. Um, I've been thinking of coming up with other ways to improve the live stream experience. One of the things I've been thinking about, firstly, is coming up with a better name for it than the name I've got for it. And if you guys would like to submit any suggestions for that, go to the AAT on YouTube channel on the Discord, and you are free to make any suggestions there. Max says, I like the Vaterland before she was Leviathan. No, Max, you spelled it correctly. Bean, that sounds like an October conversation. Oh, it is definitely an October conversation. And Bean, I know you probably remember me mentioning this. I wanted to do like a ghost episode involving the Queen Mary. I know I talked about it with you and a few others back in October, but I did not have someone else I could discuss those stories with. And being honestly, someone who knows the stories better than I do and knows the ship better than I do, I can tell you that that problem has been rectified. Blue Ribbon here, Steve, we've been talking about that, and I'm fairly certain we can make this happen where we're going to do a ghost story episode of the live stream in October, and he's going to tell us all about the Queen Mary's haunted history. And I am super excited about that. Let's see. Wolf, shame there isn't a model of Majestic. I would like models of all three of the Imperators. Matt says, call it Talking Ship. Like I said, Matt, post any suggestions, ideas that you guys have. Put them in the Discord. Um, that way, I've got a record of them. I can look at them and see what stuff you guys have in mind. Let's see. Being good stuff, we're counting on you, Steve. You're our only hope, barring Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am confident. I am fully confident that Steve is on par with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think he's got it. Nathan says, if there's no model, make a custom one. Well, precisely, Nathan. Now, granted, it's not quite as easy as one might think. So the kid here is you can see behind it, the box says USS the Sullivans. It was a conversion that I made the kid out of the USS Sullivans, and really the ships were so close together. The only thing I had to do was really just make sure the ship was painted like the kid, get a few custom decals. Voila, I've got the kid. As far as doing a building the Imperator's, you would have to find, and they do make 3D prints. So any ship out there, you can probably find a 3D print of nowadays. So you'd have to do that, and of course you paint it like you would a regular, any other regular model ship that you put together. Steve says, "Don't worry, the Force is with me." I have total faith in you, Steve. I know you've got this down pat. And while we're at it, Steve, should we mention something else that we've been talking about in recent weeks? Was something that we were kind of planning? Should we discuss that, or would you rather not do that at this time? Matt says 3D printer. Yes, well, exactly. There are 3D. You can get resin copies of 3D models, but they are insanely expensive. That's why I have not gotten any yet. And as you guys know, I want a model of Lusitania, and the only ones that are out there are on eBay for over $300. And I can't see spending that kind of money on a model ship. I just can't. I don't care if it's Titanic. I don't care what it is. I can't do it. Steve says, "Go for it. Let's fill them in." Okay, so I will do that now. So guys, I will go ahead and make this announcement right now. 2 weeks from today, that is the what we've decided on. Steve is going to be joining me here on our live stream, and we are going to, or I am basically going to pick his brain about anything and everything related to the Queen Mary, with the exception of the ghost stuff. I really want that to be its own episode. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to have Steve on in a couple of weeks, and I am really excited to hear all about the Queen, and he is going to educate us all about her. Wolf says, might be a paper model of Majestic. Yeah, there very well might be. I know you were looking at a lot of those paper models recently, Wolf. Did you purchase any of those yet? Or you still undecided about that? But yeah, I will never turn down an opportunity to know more about the Queen. As I've said, she is my favorite Cunard ship. And I think that's going to be a great conversation. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think you guys are really going to dig that. Steve, I am looking forward to that stream. So am I, my friend. So am I. I really am excited about that. Yeah, we're still looking at the kid here. We do have some other ships coming up, by the way, guys. We're not only looking at the kid tonight. Wolf says, I haven't bought any yet. Got a little sidetracked. No worries. Have you worked on the California at all since last week, Wolf? Let's see. Yeah, so we're roughly about halfway through this. Like I said, this is Kid is not the only ship we're looking at this evening, guys. All right. I do need to step away for like 1 minute chat. If you guys can bear with me, I will be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sometimes nature calls. Bean, I'm definitely looking forward to ghost stories. October can't come soon enough. Is it just me? Am I the only person who thinks the Halloween season should be like year round? Here we go, guys. We're transitioning from the Kid. We have the ship Beautiful, the RMS Aquitania. Wolf, I have worked on her much. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 5 and not much else. I've never played Far Cry. I mean, I know of the game, of course. Mark says, I hope you're not going to tell the fake ghost stories that Disney made up. No, Mark. My sole intention is to get Steve on and discuss the actual stories, as in relation to the ship, and he can tell me, what's real and what isn't. Basically, I've heard a few of them, but I imagine Steve knows a whole lot more about them than I do. Bean, so anybody up for a keel hauling? Matt, answer the call. The stream is lagging a bit. Are you guys able to hear me okay? If you guys are having trouble hearing me, let me know. Yeah, I can see it. It does look a little choppy. Um, Mark, yay, Aquitania. Matt, yes, the ship, beautiful. I wish they would put her in more ports, and I wish they would put other um, liners in the game as well. Bean, I would say Halloween would be decent year round if not for it becoming routine. It's special because of its scarcity. So maybe a few times a year. Yeah, I would agree with that, Bean. I think you're right on that. How about two Halloweens a year? I could see that working out pretty well. Steve says, "No way, Mark," referring to the fake stories that Disney made up. Okay, you guys can hear me fine. Okay, that's mainly what I'm concerned about is that you guys can hear me. Uh, Matt says, but yet you're dropping frames. Uh, Mark says it was buffering when you left the stream, just lagging. Okay. I am actually watching it at the same time because that's how I keep up with chat, guys. If it gets to the point where you guys can't hear me, please let me know. So I may have to restart it. Until then, as long as you guys can keep hearing me, that's the main thing that I'm concerned with. And I've also got a few things up on my computer as well. That might play a part in it too. Let's see. I'm going to go full screen here for a minute and just close out some things. That way, I'll see if it helps a little bit. So I've got as few things running as possible right now. So hopefully that will help a little bit. Matt says, looking at 3D printers, Halloween in spring. I don't know about Halloween in spring. Maybe March would probably be better, where it still kind of feels like fall, but it's not fall. Will says we need a spinoff called World of Ocean Liner. Great. Yeah, I am in total agreement with that. I would love World of Ocean Liners. And then, you could have a warship or something in the background or something, but, you can't actually sail them. They're kind of opposite of what Aquatania is in this game. Beam, we get Christmas in July stuff. Might as well get second Halloween in June. Spring Oween. I would prefer it not in summertime, being just because it's so freaking hot over here in the summertime. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it. Mark, Halloween 12 times a year. I'm torn on it. I agree with Bean's assessment. The scarcity of it is one of the things that makes it unique, but at the same time, who doesn't want Halloween, 12 months a year? See, yeah, pictures lagging, but voice is perfect. Okay, excellent. Wolf, it would be a multiplayer game where you own an ocean liner company and try to beat out how fast other players can make it across the Atlantic. I would totally be down for that. And there actually was a cruise ship tycoon game in 2004. I remember playing it. I played it a lot. Um, there wasn't a whole lot to it, but it was still fun for what it was, and I've never seen another game like it since. Matt says, looks smoother. Nathan looks to be helping the stream. Excellent. Good. That's good. And there are other things I can close out later as the stream progresses. In order to show you guys some of the things that I want to show you this evening, which is going to be coming up, I did have to, I'm having to run the stream from the technical side a bit differently than how I normally run it. That's why I've had some extra things opened up on the computer. So, yeah, that explains part of it. Steve says there were enough real life death stories that took place on board to talk about without making up fake murder suicide crap. I believe it. I mean, Queen Mary's been around for what, 70, 80 something years? There's plenty of history there. You don't need to make up things about the ship. And speaking of the Queen, there was a recent horror movie that came out that featured the Queen Mary. I don't know the name of the movie. Has anyone seen that movie? And I'm imagining it's probably not worth it. But since a lot of us seem to be Halloween/horror fans in here, can someone look up the name of that movie and if anyone has seen it, what can you tell me about it, spoiler free, in case I do decide to watch it? Bean says, hot in LA in the summertime? More like hot all the time. Which LA are you talking about, Bean? Because that sounds like both of them, Los Angeles and Louisiana. Steve, I remember that game, so I'm happy that I am not the only one who ever played that game. Mark says almost 90 years, so the Queen's been around even longer than I thought she was. That's pretty impressive. So, oh, and speaking of which, guys, I'm sure you guys already know this. I posted it in the Discord, and I think it was in the other Discord as well. My apologies, I forget the is it Moonzer, his Discord? It was mentioned today in both Discords that today is the 82nd anniversary of the sinking of the USS Lafayette, aka the SS Normandy. And I did post some pictures of that again in the Discord. Mark says, I haven't seen it. Nor have I, Mark. Mr. Golden joins us. How have you been, Mr. Golden? It has been a little while since you've joined us. How have you been, my friend? How was your week? How's everything going for you? Steve says, not yet, but some scenes were filmed aboard during COVID. Okay. Bean and Steve, Haunting of the Queen Mary. Do you guys know what streaming service that's on? Wolf, it is so sad what happened to the Normandy. I couldn't agree more, Wolf. I could not agree more. Mark says, I'll probably watch it tomorrow. Yeah, if somebody can figure out what streaming service it's on and let me know, I will take a look into it. Lou says, this year marks her 90th anniversary of her launching, referring to the Queen. So she was launched 90 years ago, guys. That's insane. It's amazing that she's still around, and we're lucky to have her still around. Mr. Golden had a great week, thanks. Been busy with work, so not been on much. No, I understand. I saw you in Alex's stream earlier. He had a really nice stream. Being rating is two out of 5 from the overall consensus, referring to the movie. Yeah, that's not surprising to me at all, Bean. But we're Friday the 13th fans. Not exactly 5 out of 5 star movies. So I'd still give it a watch. Mark, it's on Happy Movie app. It's on Google Play Store. Will says she's coming close to USS Texas's age. Well, old Tex is always going to have her beat by a few years. Bean might be on Hulu. I don't know, Bean. I'll have to check. Hey, off topic real quick, guys. I had to sign up for a free trial of YouTube Premium, and I have this trial for a month. What can I do with this trial, and is there anything worth watching on it? Mr. Golden saw the kid build video. Very nice. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Golden. Next week, the part 2 will come out, and I would say you can wait then to see the finished product, but she's already right there. She's actually been finished for a while. I've just had other videos that were taking priority over the build video, but she's out. And that's why we're looking at her footage so much. This is actually, we've actually transitioned. We've been looking at the USS New Orleans for a bit now, and that's her up there on the left. Now, as you guys know, with warships, this is actually not the correct ratio here if you were to compare these two. The Kid is in 1 to 350. The USS New Orleans is 1 to 700. In real life, the New Orleans would have actually been the larger of the two ships. Being referring to the movie, it could still be fun, and yes, seems it's on Hulu. Damn it! Why does everything got to be on Hulu? There was actually. Did anybody? That reminds me. Did anybody watch? Yes, Matt, I had to. I'll explain later. Did anybody watch the special on the Titan sub last night? I think Mark. Mark, did you watch that? I remember talking about it with you in Discord. Did you watch it, and what were your thoughts on it? I tried signing up on Hulu, but every email I got, they're like, "You've already signed up for a free trial with this email." Oh well, I guess I'm not watching it. Mr. Golden, I started building HMS Hood and 1 to 600 Repulse. Wow. Mr. Golden, if you want, you are certainly welcome to join our Discord. We've got three of us that discuss model building a lot. Wolf here is a huge fan of warships, and not just American warships, British warships. He's got Wolf. How many non-American warships do you have in your collection right now? Mark says, "Oh, Happy app is free." Okay, well that's good. I will have. Let me write that down. Oh, Happy. Uh, oh, Happy app. Okay, yeah, Mark, he did watch it. Good and sad at the same time. Yeah, I could definitely believe that. No doubt. If it becomes available in a way that I can watch it at some point, I'm definitely going to watch it because I really did want to see it. Wolf, HMS Repulse is a beautiful battle cruiser. Gotta love the renowned class. Matt, you can use my email. Uh, if it's available for like a replay or something, Matt, I might do that. Mr. Golden, yeah, I don't have a Discord yet though. No worries, and if you decide you want to come join it and hang out with us at some point, you are certainly welcome to. Well, I can't remember. Okay, Mark, I can send you a link to Oh Happy at the end of the stream. Yeah, Mark, if you wouldn't mind, put it in Discord, and I would definitely be interested in taking a look at it. All right, so we're transitioning from New Orleans to USS Arizona. We were talking about the horror movie on the Queen Mary a minute ago. Has anyone seen that god awful trash? And I'm telling you right now, I have not seen it. What is it? The Titanic one. Titanic 666. Is that what it's called? I saw the images, or like the cover art or whatever you want to call it, and it's cringe. It is so cringe. I was like, yeah, I can't watch that. Mark Dunn, it's in the ship's channel. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. I will be looking into that after the live stream. Blue Ribbon, I missed that last night. I will have to look for it to watch sometime. Yeah, definitely. I really wanted to watch it. Okay, Wolf is listing all of his model ships that are not American. That's quite a list there. I didn't realize you had that many, Wolf. I knew you had some, but I didn't know it was that many. Mark says, "Oh my God, Titanic 666 was beyond terrible." Like I said, I looked at the cover art, and that was enough to make me want to throw up in my mouth. Nathan, well, I'll be around, but have a good night, James. Thank you, Nathan, for coming and hang out with us. I'm glad you were to come chill with us for a little while, and I'll see you on Discord, my friend. Enjoy your evening and your weekend. Max says, "Oh God, not Titanic 666." Wolf, model ships that are British, not all non-American. I'm gonna let me run through your list real quick. I see all the HMSs. That's why I just assumed it was all British. Wolf, Iron Duke, Renown, Hood, Warspite, Barham, Invincible, which wasn't Invincible. Zulu, King George V, Prince of Wales, Agincourt, Two Smile Destroyers, HMS Kelly, HMS Penelope, and that's it. Yeah, and that's again, that's not including all the American ships that you have too. So yeah, your collection is considerably bigger than mine. No, I mean not just warships. I mean total. I've got Titanic 666, an Asylum made movie by chance. Honestly, Bean, I don't know what the movie is about. It showed up one night on my Fire Stick because, of course, it's going to recommend, Titanic and other ship related content to me. And I just remember seeing the cover art, and it looked like, and I could be wrong, but it looked like a zombie ghost of Captain Smith on the cover, and it made me sick. Wolf, not including the German and the Japanese ships you've got. Oh, no doubt. So yeah, I feel sorry for anyone that actually watched that movie because I will not watch that. Now, good horror movie on a ship, even though it's a fictional ship, Ghost Ship. I really dig Ghost Ship. Not saying it's a great movie, no five-star movie, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy the movie. Uh, yeah, we're getting close to the end of. Oh boy, well, Bean says crime needs zombie Captain Smith haunting Aquaman. Yeah, that just sounds awful. Wolf, there's a Titanic 2 that uses Queen Mary as Titanic 2. I have had the displeasure of seeing the movie Titanic 2. And I'm sure everyone in here, since all you guys love the Queen Mary, I'm sure you guys have all seen that god awful movie as well. I mean, absolute trash is the best way I can describe the um the Titanic 2 movie. Mark says Ghost Ship is a great movie. I thoroughly enjoy Ghost Ship, Mark. I really do. All right, so we're making a transition here real quick, guys. One of the first things we're looking at tonight, I have some new footage for you guys to see, and it's a whole new game at that. And I'm leaving the audio in this time. So, without further ado, here we go. I'm launching a brand new game here that we're going to look at. This is War Thunder. And what we're looking at is a Fletcher class ship. It is not a specific Fletcher class ship. It's just a generic Fletcher class, still in the vein of the Kid. Mr. Golden, I think Ghost Ship was based on the Andrea Doria. I don't know that for sure, Mr. Golden. Uh, I'm trying to remember the name of the ship in the movie. It was something similar. The Antonia Grazia was the name of the ship in the movie. Wolf, I am so sorry. I haven't seen it, luckily. Referring to Titanic 2. You are not missing anything, Wolf. Steve, LOL, yes, Titanic 2. It's a love-hate thing for me. Steve, I got to know, what is there to possibly love about this movie? I can tell you this. Here's the only redeeming quality I can think of for that movie is the fact that they had to have paid money to use the Queen in that movie. So there was a profit made for the ship. That's the only thing I can think of that that movie would have a redeeming quality about. Let's see. Well, this game, he digs the game. This game, at least on Android, has USS North Dakota. Nice. Yep, I figured it was time to show everybody something a little different. This footage is provided by one of our Discord users, B. Milan. Wolf, you know him quite well. He chats a lot in the ship channel and the model channel with us. He will also be the one that is going to be guiding me through how to convert the Titanic model kit into Britannic. He has already done it. And again, he will be the one to guide me through that process. Mr. Gold, I mean the looks of the ship. I got you. Blue, yes, the great Ghost Ship is fantastic. The Antonia Graza in the movie is almost exact to the Andrea Doria. Yeah, gotcha. Blue Ribbon, U-boat pins over there to port. I am not certain on that, Steve. This is I'm actually looking at this footage with you guys for the very first time as well. Milan told me about this game, but I really haven't been doing a whole lot of gaming lately. Mostly in my spare time, I am working on the models, or I am reading that book up there, On a Sea of Glass. And as far as On a Sea of Glass, I'll tell you guys where I'm at. I am basically at the point where iceberg right ahead. That's right. That's where I last left off. Steve, there was some money that did exchange. He's referring to my comment about the Queen being in that movie. So Steve, tell me. You said love-hate when it comes to that movie. I'm not joking. Seriously now, what is it about the movie that you love? I'm genuinely curious. Matt, never heard of Titanic 2. So here's the premise of Titanic 2. It is not a sequel to James Cameron's movie, first and foremost. It is about a ship that is called Titanic 2. And she's supposed to sail the same transatlantic route that the original Titanic sailed. And of course, things don't go as planned, and it's the disaster is on a much more epic and ridiculous scale. Of course, because it's Hollywooded up, if that's a word, than what the actual real life Titanic was. It's so bad. It's so bad. Matt says, I want to see Greyhound, the movie with the kid. That is a really good movie. If any of you guys have not seen Greyhound with Tom Hanks, I actually watched that a few months ago. The kid is the featured ship in that movie, although she goes by a fictional name in the movie, but she's actually mentioned. Matt, War Thunder seems cool. Mark says cool game. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It does not have as many ships as Warships has, but as I understand it, it's also a lot newer game, and they are slowly adding more content to this game. So that's something to keep an eye on. Wolf says Greyhound is awesome. It most certainly is. Wolf, I couldn't agree more. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and not just because the kid is in it. By the way, I actually cannot hear the sound coming from the game, you guys. Are you... how is it? Is it too loud? Is it too low? That way I'll know for future reference. Matt says, where is Nathan? He is addicted to this game. Man, he cut out 10 minutes too soon, Matt. And it doesn't surprise me that he would be into this game because, I mean, he does play or he did play Warships with us a good bit at one time. Yes, the game sound is present. Wolf, I can hear it. Mark says sound good. Excellent. It's a bit loud compared to your voice. Okay. Noted, Matt. I will make a note of that for future reference. Being probably be a bit lower. It's competing with you. Okay. Let me see if I can do something about this real quick, guys. Okay. I adjusted it a bit, and let me know if that's any better. Wolf says that isn't a Fletcher. Yeah, it is a Fletcher, Wolf. Why do you think it's not a Fletcher? What are you seeing that makes you think it's not a Fletcher? Steve says Queen Mary has substituted for Titanic in SOS Titanic, Titanic 666, and she subbed for Titanic 2 in the film, at least some scenes. Correct. Yeah, so I knew about, of course, because I've seen Titanic 2, I knew the Queen was, the ship they used. I did not know she was in these other movies as well. Wolf looks more like Alan Summers class or Gearing class. I don't know. She looks like a Fletcher to me. Bean, yeah, you're louder than the boom boom. Excellent. Wolf says, look at the guns. Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're talking about, Wolf. I did not notice that. You might be right. I thought for sure it was a Fletcher. I mean, it looks a lot like a Fletcher. I wonder if maybe they just... The profile is definitely a Fletcher. I wonder if maybe they just got the guns wrong. Did they not do their research good enough? Because the profile of the ship looks right. The bridge looks right. The gun placement looks right. Yeah, everything looks right to me except for those turrets. So... yeah, her guns are different from a Fletcher. No, I see what you're talking about there. You're definitely right. In fact, I'll pull the kid off the shelf real quick and we can look at that. Well, Fletcher's never had these turrets. Yes, she's got dual guns on each turret. And we'll look at the kid here real quick. You can see Kid has 5 turrets, and they all have single barrels on each turret. It is not dual like what we're seeing here. So, but still, I think everything else, to me, it looks like a Fletcher. Maybe it's not. I thought for sure that it was. I didn't even, that's a good eye, Wolf. I did not even notice the difference in the turrets. So good catch. 2 at the bow and 2 at the stern and 1 in the middle. But she's got 2 torpedo launchers too, which the Sullivans did have 2 different sets of torpedo launchers at some point. I don't remember if that was before or after the change in 1945. Yeah, so this, we're almost to an end with this. So guys, we are going to be going over a few minutes tonight. I know as we're at the 1 hour mark, but yeah, we're going to be running a little longer than intended. Wolf, I think it might be what I said it was being, a Gearing or Alan Summers class. You might be right, Wolf. Was that class, because see, just looking at the side profile, it looks like a Fletcher. But no, I see the differences that you're pointing out. Yep, 2 funnels, the big mast right behind the bridge. Now the bridge does look a little off. No, we're not going 2 hours, Matt. Definitely not. Mark says, "Yay, long streams." Speaking of it, is Alex still on by any chance? I know his stream went on for a good while. But yeah, I got a couple of things to show you guys. Still, this is not the only. The new game, the new footage is not the only new thing that I have to show you guys before we wrap up for tonight. But no, definitely not 2 hours. Wolf, its bridge looks way different from any Fletcher, not even in the original design. Yeah, no, I agree with. The bridge does look different to me. Mark said, no, he ended, referring to Alex. Okay. Mr. Golden says, what's the Discord? I haven't worked out how to use Discord yet, but I will get there. That is not a problem at all, Mr. Golden. We will be happy to help you with that. Let me see if I can pull up the Discord and get you an invite in the chat. Let's see. Copy link. And here we go. Let me know if that, if you have any problems with that. Now, we will be more than happy to help you with that. I think Matt's still learning to use Discord as well. Yep, so we're nearing the end of this, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and shut this down right now for a minute. And I can close this down too. And that will give us, that should help the stream even more. So, and actually, I'm pausing the footage just for a minute, guys, because it is time to show you guys something. So, and I'm going to put the footage back on after. That way, I can have your undivided attention. Wolf says, Discord takes some time, but it's not hard. No, it's really not. So, guys, I've been waiting all day for tonight's stream just for what I'm about to show you guys. I am super excited about this. Are you ready? So, today is launch day. So, wondering what could I mean by that, you ask. Anyway, so without further ado, my friends, today we launch yard number 400. If you like ships, you know what this is. What was yard number 400, guys? Complete with rudder and both propeller shafts. Pretty cool, right? I was wanting to show you guys this for a while now, and I completed the hull. Yay, Olympic, RMS Olympic. Yes, sir, RMS Olympic. The project has begun. I am mostly finished with Titanic, so yeah, it's time to start putting Olympic together. And Max, Olympic. Matt says, yay. Yep, I was so excited for all day long. I could not wait till the stream tonight so I could show that to you guys, because I knew that you would like it. So, having done that, let us go back to our footage for just a minute. We're going to watch a little bit more footage. And let me make sure it's good to go. And here we go. Oh, wait, what's this? Are you ready to go back to? I remember in the movie, are you ready to go back to Titanic? What's this? Olympic? Olympic? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What do we have here? Oh, chat, 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 chat. Here we go. What do we have here? It's Olympic. It's all reliable. Brand new footage for the stream, guys. RMS Olympic. And look at that right there on the hull. You can see her name clear as day. Look at the tug pulling her out. The Olympic is officially in our footage. Will says it's beautiful. Well, thank you, sir. She most certainly is. And wow, this. Ah, yeah. Here we go, guys. Olympic is leaving port. Wolf, one of the great liners to ever exist. No kidding. And Matt, you're about as giddy as I was when I got my medium format camera. Well, it's Olympic. How can you not be? Matt says, love it. Yep. Mr. Golden, fantastic. Yep. So, guys, this is also by our Discord member I talked about earlier, B. Milan, that gave us the footage for War Thunder. He created this footage in a all ahead, full. Take her to sea, Mr. Murdoch. Let's stretch her legs. But yeah, this is by B. Milan. He created the Olympic in a game called Simple Planes. And what he explained to me was typically you want to use about 1,000 pieces to make planes. He built the Olympic in this game, 4,300 pieces. And from what he told me, it pushed not only the game, but his PC to the very limits. So if you guys see a little lag in here, that might be why, he explained that to me, but I mean, it's Olympic. Matt says, I have that Simple Planes game. Cool. I wonder if this is something like he can put online and you can download it and install it in your game. Is it a mod? I'm not entirely certain. I didn't ask him about that. And guys, after the stream, in the Discord, we have the self-promotion channel. I am going to put Milan's YouTube channel in the self-promotion channel in the Discord, so you guys can go and watch this again on your own if you so desire. But yeah, I just let's see. Let's see. Matt says I bought it when it was on sale and never actually got around to playing it. Oh, okay. Mark says Mr. Golden is in Moon's Discord. Okay, awesome. Does he go by the same name? So, guys, we will have footage that we can now look at of all the Olympic class on the live stream. I've been wanting this for a long, long time, and I think it was like some random day. Milan told me that he did this, and he showed me like a little trailer of it. And that's when I asked him about would it be possible to get some footage and show it in the live stream, and he was more than happy to do it, and I'm very, very grateful to him for that. Mr. Golden says, "I'll work it out." Oh yeah, no worries, Golden. It's all good. So you'll have to send him a link. I did put one in right here in the chat, but I can find him on Moonzer's Discord and send him an invite that way as well. Billy, what's up?